Hey, welcome to Lily's Bubble. Hey there, my name is Lingile and this is Lily's Bubble. Important moments to pray. Now, I see prayer as a time spent with God, confiding in God, and showing gratitude to the Heavenly Father. This is your time with God, communicating with Him and building a relationship with Him. Every relationship needs a communication. Even though God knows everything that we think before we think it, everything that we're going to say before we say it, or do before we do it, but still talking to God and letting Him know about what's on your mind, about what you're feeling, about what is going on and what you're thankful for is very important. Like you using this time to show that you acknowledge that God exists and you believe in Him and you have faith in Him. So now there are moments when we feel like praying. There's this urge in us to pray, and this could happen anywhere, literally anywhere. And you find that like there'll be people who don't feel like doing it at that time, maybe because the setting is wrong. But I urge each and every individual to pray whatever it is, because you can do it however. Prayer doesn't have to look a certain way. Like the more I'm learning now that it doesn't have to be a certain way. I don't have to say certain, like to be, to speak in tongues for me to actually, for my message or for my words to get to God. I don't have to speak in tongue. I don't have to like maybe like always be on the floor kneeling down. It can happen however, whenever that you feel like talking to God, we have that, opportunity to do it. We are very blessed with that. So now when you have the urge to speak to God, it's like at that moment, do it. Whether it's at the mall and you are shopping, you can still pray to God while you're doing it. It looks different for everybody and it looks different depending on where you are. Now I've outlined a few moments that I feel like are very important for us to pray. Though there will be the urge for us to pray, but it's not always there. And hence you need to now have a schedule or some like habits that you put in place. And this could be set that as that, or like some baseline or some times in which like you would like to pray, or you want to spend time with God and talk to God. The first moment is when you are about to step in or step out. And by this, I mean that when you're about to step outside of your house, you're going somewhere. You're about to step outside of your yard or inside of a classroom or school or some place. Praying in those moments is very crucial. And the reason for that is because when you're about to step outside, you don't know what is what is waiting for you outside in the world. You were in your house protected and all. Now you are stepping outside in the world. Now seeking guidance, seeking protection is very crucial in times like that. When you're about to step inside of the classroom also, it's important, or inside of something, it's important to also seek protection and guidance. There are different people in the world, and I don't want to put ideas in anybody's mind, but still we live in a world that is very unpredictable, a world that a lot is going on. So now, it won't hurt anybody for you to pray, to put an armor on, to seek guidance, to seek protection. It really won't hurt anybody. So when you're about to walk in a classroom, be sure to pray. Be sure to pray. And also, it doesn't even have to be for like woo-woo stuff, weird stuff, right? It can also be like for guidance, because sometimes you'll be so tired that you can't even focus. You can pray for that, for you to be able to focus where you're going, for you to be able to make right decisions where you're going. When you are stepping in this place, for you to not be clouded by weird things or ideas, for you to actually see things that you need to see clearly with an open mind, with God by your side. So that is the first thing. Now these are not in any order whatsoever. It's just I'm just putting it into now another moment is when you are waking up and when you are about to sleep. When you are waking up, it's important for you to be thankful because you are seeing a new day that not many experience, not many were able to see. So now that showing gratitude, you are seeing the work of God. You are seeing and you are grateful that you are still in this life, because like again I said, this world is very unpredictable. We don't know when we're gonna leave here, and we don't even know how we're gonna leave. Now showing gratitude that you are seeing this day, that you are breathing this air that nobody has inhaled before. that you are seeing this light, feeling the sunlight that nobody has in this day. That is a blessing in itself. And for you to show gratitude, acknowledging and showing that you are very grateful, thanking God because it's His doing. It's God's doing that you are here. It's God's doing that you are experiencing everything that you are experiencing. So taking a moment to pray, to set some time aside, very crucial when you're waking up. Another one, like I said, at the night when you're about to sleep, pray before you sleep. That is when you seek protection. You're about to sleep, anything could happen again at the night. You don't know what's going on at the night. You don't know when you are sleeping really and truly what is going on. Seek protection, seek guidance, and seek God in that moment to cover you with the blood of Jesus. Also another thing that you could ask for, it doesn't also have to be only that, is also for, there are people who are struggling a lot from insomnia. They're not able to sleep. Also pray for a peaceful night, peaceful rest. Pray that you have this opportunity to sleep. Not everybody has that. Some people are working like crazy, or like there's a lot going on, you don't know, but then you have this opportunity to sleep, this opportunity to get in these blankets and be warm and sleep. Praying for that, praying for protection, praying for you to get a peaceful night rest, to wake up feeling rejuvenated. That is very important. Also the dreams, the people who have nightmares literally every day, pray that you're not distracted whatsoever, because it's not nice waking up from a nightmare. It's not nice having nightmares. So that is very important, you guys. I say this a lot because it really is. Every moment is important. So yeah, when you are about to sleep, be sure to pray, seek for guidance, seek for protection, and also ask to not be distracted, for a peaceful rest. Another moment to pray is when you're at your highest and lowest point. When you are at your highest, this is a moment of gratitude and acknowledgement. This is when you are being thankful for this opportunity that you're experiencing now. You're at your highest, you're feeling good. You're not in this because of your own doing only. You are at this point because of God's doing. So now taking a moment to be thankful for that, to be thankful that you're feeling this good, and you are also acknowledging that God is the one that's making you feel this good. Every goodness of this world is God's doing. That I believe wholeheartedly, and it's the truth. Every good thing, it's God's doing. So, and yet when you're in this moment, you are acknowledging that, and you are showing gratitude for being at this point, because you know how it feels like to be at your lowest. You've been there, and maybe this is something that you've always wanted. You got that thing because of God. It's not only your doing. So now showing gratitude at this moment, crucial, guys. The other moment, like I said, is when you're at your lowest, right? When you're at your lowest, it's also crucial to pray. And I know there are few people, some of us, who are, when we're feeling like this, it feels like such a tedious task to pray. This is when you need to really get yourself up, because you're at your lowest, at your weakest, you're feeling weak. So it's easy for you to be manipulated. It's easy for you to be driven and taken all over the place. Why? Because you're at your weakest, you're feeling hopeless, you're feeling like, hi, nothing is happening. Maybe you're even mad at God at that point. There's a lot going on. You're mad at the world. You're just feeling hopeless. You're feeling low. This is when you really, really, really need to pray, so that you're protected, from being swayed around, from being manipulated, from the evil spirit coming into you. Praying and seeking strength to get yourself up. You need to get yourself up. You can't do it by yourself. Seeking strength at this time, very crucial. You need to really, really pray at this moment, and seek guidance, and seek strength, and seek ideas. Ask God to show you the way. Maybe when you're at this point, you don't know which way to go, and you can just ask God to show you the way. Yeah. So another moment is when you are in need of something. Don't be prideful. Don't be prideful. God has it all, and he has provided for you before you even asked. So now when you are in need of something, you should ask, and trusting that it will happen, and trusting that God hears you, and trusting that what you are asking for, God already knows, and it's already on the way, and it will happen, you know. Also, when another moment also, which is hand in hand with this one, it's when somebody is in need of something, you know, strangers are in need of strength, you know, praying for that, because you see people around you, you're seeing a lot that is going on in the world. Praying for other individuals is very important as well, because you know, some people, they have lost it, they feeling hopeless, their level of faith is not even there, they're not faithful whatsoever. The people have gone through a lot, which, you know, you'd say like you kind of understand why they would feel the way that they feel, but what you can do for them is pray for them to find God, pray for them to seek God in those moments, pray for them to remember who God is, and to go to him and seek guidance from him and strength. Pray for them to get the strength to get up and just ask God, you know, and see that there is really and truly a way out. Or last moment is when you're about to do something, because I remember when I did do this like somewhat consistently for a short amount of time, which I really need to get back to, there was like an immense amount of confidence that I got from it, because I knew that I asked God, you know, I know who's holding me, I know who's working with me in this path, I know that God is working with me in this path, and I know that he's leading me and he's doing every task with me and protecting me and speaking through me and working through me. So when you're about to do something, it's important for you to also pray, making decisions. Yeah, I know the only thing that hinders, I think, these things also, is being impatient, because when you would be praying, you would think that you would want for things to actually happen like this, for your prayers to be answered like this, you're seeking answers, you want them to happen like this, you know, but it doesn't work like that. And that is something that I believe majority of us are still trying to work on and learn, that it doesn't work like that. You just have to pray and trust and believe that it will happen when it does happen, because only God knows the time in which it needs to happen. And it might not even happen because I guess it was not supposed to happen. So just believing that God always has your back, that makes everything like different. That puts things in perspective, that also opens your mind, and that also puts you in a better place. Just believing that there is someone by your side, there is someone who has your back and who is always watching you. You walk with an immense confidence, not being cocky whatsoever, but just knowing that you're not alone. You're not alone. So yeah, I just wanted to share these moments, and if you are not doing any of them, or if you did them maybe in the past and you haven't done them in a while, please do like try, you know, adding 1 or 2 in your schedule, in your plan. And yeah, if you made it this far, thank you very much for watching. Be sure to engage and, you know, comment. Be sure to engage and let me know what you would like for me to talk about next. Thank you very much for watching. Do like and subscribe. Bye.